stop by DawnDares2Dream to see what we're all about. Well, let me give you a brief summary of my purpose here on my channel. My goal is to inspire and motivate adults to dream again. As we go through life and take on our different roles and responsibilities, we tend to put our dreams on the back burner. My purpose here at DawnDares2Dream is to help you pick those dreams back up and to pursue them again. And today we are actually going to make a smoothie. I do understand that a lot of people have put on those pandemic pounds. That's right, pandemic pounds. So I thought it was only fair or right of me to help you take some of those off. So for the month of October and maybe continuing on, I'm going to make smoothies so that you have some variety on your meal replacement. You know how all the health nuts will say do a meal replacement or do the, what do they call it? The intermittent fasting. I'm not a fan of intermittent fasting because I like to eat when I want to eat and I don't like having a block of time where I can't eat. So meal replacements are better for me. They work better for me. And I really love fruits and veggies. And so the smoothie thing really works for me. So what I'm going to do for this month, I'm going to do at least 4 smoothie recipes for you so that you can see how simple and easy it is to have a tasty meal replacement. So today we're going to do the mango peach smoothie. So all that's in this is going to be ice, water, peach, and mango. Now, if you need a sweetener because the fruit isn't sweet enough, then you can add in some honey or some light agave syrup, something like that. But I'm not even gonna use the honey. I just wanted to let you know about it. I'm gonna use the mango and the peach. I do not generally sweeten up my smoothies. I just let the natural flavors take over. So let's get started. Today we're actually going to talk a little bit about focusing on the end product of what it is that you want. Most people make the mistake when using the law of attraction, focusing on the wrong element of their manifestation. And in order to get your juju going or to feel the joy or feel the right feelings when manifesting, it's important to focus on the end result. So if I am looking to get that car that I've been talking about, I need to focus on what it feels like to drive the car, to be in the car, to use the different components of the car that I want. For instance, I want a CD player and I want a cassette deck. So for the CD player, I need to think about all the favorite CDs that I have that I'm going to put in the CD player and I'm going to listen to while I drive to work, while I'm going to hang out with my friends. You want to think about having the thing and doing what you see yourself doing in it. That's what we mean by focusing on the end or focusing on the end result. Do not focus on the process of obtaining the thing you want. So I don't know how to get a car. I've never bought a car before, so I'm not going to try to focus on the car buying process because, as you know, that's very tedious and it could take a lot of joy out of your situation when you're in that process. So what I'm saying to you is don't think about the process of getting it. Don't think of the how am I going to get it. You want to think about how I'm going to use the thing or live in whatever that is or go to the destination and how much fun it's going to be. You don't want to think about how much it costs. You don't want to think about how am I going to get there? Can I afford the flight? No, you just want to already be in it and be there. You want to have your visualization process to be about the fun side of having the thing that you desire. So I hope you kind of have gotten what I'm saying because people completely misunderstand when they're activating the law of attraction how to do it. And we think of the process. Okay, I want to get a car, so I got to decide on a dealership that I want to go to. They're going to ask me for a down payment. Where am I getting my down payment from? Where's that money come from? How am I getting that money? Is that money in my bank account? Is that money? Do I have to borrow the money from someone? Do I have to borrow it from a bank? Like, you don't want to get caught up in those things, because when you start attaching your vision or your visualization or your dream of your manifestation to the process, it takes out all the fun of it. It takes out the joy of it. It takes the happiness out of it. And those are the emotions that you need in it to be involved so that you can create your thing. Now, I haven't gotten much into what that really means, why we need the emotion. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. But right now, I just want to let you know, think about the end of having the thing. There are a lot of little elements to using the law of attraction that kind of trip people up, and that is why they're not successful with implementing it in a positive way in their lives. And some of these things are technicalities that have nothing to do with your past pain, hurt, and trauma. You know, that negativity that you've been holding on to. It has nothing to do with those things. You're simply not doing or saying things properly. Now, it's not difficult. It's very simple. And I'm going to teach you what those simple things are. Like, for instance, focus on the end. Focus on what it will feel like, look like, and taste like to have the thing that you want, and not the process. The process, like I said, it sucks the fun out of the creation or manifestation of the thing that you desire. So have I cut into this? I think I have cut some of this seed, and I didn't realize that this piece doesn't have a seed. This has a little bit. So let me cut around the seed, because I'm going to place all of this in the blender. And it's literally that simple. And then we're going to so I'm going to use all of this, and I'm going to get rid of these items. Now, if you've ever worked with the mango, you know that it has a flat seed in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it here, and I'm going to cut, and there you go. And there's the seed, and you can see it right there, that white thing. So I just try to cut as close to the seed as I possibly can. Like, I felt the seed there, it didn't like me. So let's just go this way. And mangoes are so slippery. There we go. And then we see the seed on that side as well. And then I'm gonna just cut around, because I don't wanna leave any of my mango that I don't need to on here. So I'm just gonna cut around the seed and cut off the good juicy bits of the mango. So now we're gonna place all of this in the blender. But before you're gonna place this in the blender, what I'm going to do is actually put the ice in the blender. It is important when you are blending up something that the hardest pieces are at the bottom, or the things that are gonna need to blend really well. There are gonna be other videos where we're actually going to use salad greens in our blender, and we're gonna put those in the bottom, and then we're gonna put the ice on top. It's important how you layer the blender. So for each smoothie that I make, I will explain to you why it is important to layer it that particular way. And that way, when you make a smoothies on your own with your own ingredients, you'll remember the different order in which you should put your ingredients in the blender. So let's get some ice. So we're just gonna use a little bit of ice. And so I'm gonna place in the peach, because it's a lot tougher than the actual mango. And then I'm gonna place the mango chunks in. And I'm going to now add water. Now, depending on how much you have in here, or how many things you have that don't have a lot of water content, will be the amount of water that you want to place in. So I just covered it up a little bit past the ice into the fruit. When you follow smoothie recipes, they'll say a half a cup of water, a cup of water. At the end of the day, you need to put in as much as you need to so that it will blend. So you can start out with a little bit of water, and if it's not blending, then you just add more water. So we're gonna go ahead and add the water. Now, the sweetener we would add on top. That would be the last ingredient if we were actually using it. And we are all done. So take a look at that. Can you see in there? That's that. It's just that simple. We have our smoothie. I am going to put this in like a to-go cup that I would typically take to work. This is really good, very flavorful. I personally don't need the sweetener, but if you like things to be extra sugary, then you're gonna go ahead and use your honey or your light agave syrup. don't use regular sugar. If you're gonna use any type of sugar, then I would use sugar in the raw, something like that, but you don't want to use the white bleach starch sugar. You want to do something like more natural, like honey or the agave syrup, or like I said, the raw sugar as well. So I'll take this. This is one of my glasses that I like to use. And I have a little bit left over, so what this will be my appetizer. So typically when I was going to work, I would make my smoothie, and then I would always have a little bit like this. So I have a little glass, I'll put it in there, and I'll just drink that, you know, along the way until I leave work. And then I usually take this and I'll put it in the freezer and have it for later. This is really good, and it's really smooth because I added in a lot of water. And there's one tip about using mangoes. Whenever you use mangoes for your smoothie, it's always gonna have a very good, smooth consistency because that's what the texture of the mango adds. So if you're having trouble getting your smoothies to kind of have a good drinkable consistency, or they're kind of chunky or grainy, you can use banana, you can use mango. Those things will help to kind of smooth everything out. So I hope I was clear, guys, when I spoke about visualizing the end when you're thinking of your thing that you're trying to manifest. So when you're writing your affirmations, you want to write them from a perspective of already having it and living with it, and write the detail that way. And that way, when you think about it, you're going to think about it from that perspective. Doing this is going to ignite the type of feelings that you need to activate the manifestation to come into your life quicker. It's going to come even if you aren't doing this exactly 100% correctly, but it just may take a little bit longer. But the better you get at this and the more natural you are, and they're your natural feelings and emotions, the better you'll get at manifesting your heart's desire. But the law of attraction is real, and it's always working. And my goal is to help you learn how to use it. So if you like this video, give me thumbs up. Also, my face is going to be up here in a circle. You can click on my face, select the gray bell, select all, and that way you'll be subscribed to my channel and you'll be notified to all the new content that I place up here to YouTube. Leave me any comments that you may have. You have any questions about smoothies, you have any questions about how to focus on the end for your manifestations, leave me a comment. I definitely will get back to you. I usually get back to you within a day, if not within minutes. You won't wait longer than a day to hear from me. So leave me a comment and I will get back to you because I want to help you to learn how to manifest, because it's such a wonderful thing to know how much control that we have over our lives. And lastly, I do not want you guys to forget that the Law of Attraction Action Guide is available for free on my website, DawnDares2Dream.com. You can click the link in the description for this post. And go there, scroll down to the bottom, go to my website, scroll all the way down to the bottom. You can register with your name and your email address, and you will receive your free downloadable copy of the Action Guide. We are going to use this Action Guide in the last 2 weeks of October, because I'm going to go through each key that's in the Action Guide and walk you through how to use it. Remember, this Action Guide has a description of what the key is, and then it has an activity for you to do for each of the 10 keys. This Action Guide is going to show you how to see your blocks and eliminate them. I'm going to give you tips and workbook activities that are going to help you work through what's preventing you from using the law of attraction in a positive way. Have a great day, dreamers!